You're fat as shit.
Facts.
Just know.
Look, he was just trying to come up with fat jokes this whole fucking week.
Bro,
Nah,
listen.
dude. Maurice burnt you, man. He fucking.
Bro,
I
have you met Maurice and talked to him, bro? Maurice, anything Maurice says to me, just and when like look at him and listen to him.
But no, he
Like,
was
there's
funny.
no-
When I texted him, I asked if he was at the crib. I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm with Justin out back or whatever. And I was like, we're telling him I'm fat. I'm telling him he's fat or whatever for me. And
Yeah, he did.
he's like, don't worry. I tell him 30 times a day. I was like, good. Make sure he
Yeah.
remembers. And he was like, elephants don't forget.
Oh shit, that's fucked.
That's funny as fuck. Though.
Welcome to the Bad Posture Podcast. My name's Matt,
And I'm Anthony.
and today we got a very fat guest that goes by the name of Traxx, one of our really good friends. We've known him for quite a long time, so we chopped it up. It was a very unorthodox style of interviewing, but it was fun. We had fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it too.
And make sure every time my camera goes out, you take a shot.
Yep, that's the game. Every time Anthony's camera goes out, you take a shot. But enjoy the episode. I just
What's
want
up,
to
man?
What's up?
What you how you been living?
I'm all right. Same shit. Nothing too crazy.
No, you might have had him when we started.
You're in Southside, you said?
Yeah, I'm still on South Side. How you liking the beach?
Oh, I love it.
He doesn't even go to it.
Yeah. I like the air. I can smell the beach.
He likes to have the opportunity to go to it whenever he wants.
Yeah.
That's
So I
the
never go.
luxury. But just to know that you have it is ideal. That's what I'm trying to get. Just know that I can
Right.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish I could burn shit in my backyard like you though.
Well,
got that
I mean,
freedom.
burning dressers. America.
my mom's in the middle of Carrick too, but she has a decent sized backyard and there's like no houses around, so she's allowed to burn
Right.
wood.
Yeah, I mean in West Mifflin, like I got a burn barrel in my backyard. I feel white trash as shit when
Yeah.
I'm burning stuff.
Yeah, I
miss
mean
that
it was
lifestyle.
definitely some white trash shit, but it had to be done. All that shit had to get
Yeah,
out
no.
of there, and I wasn't.
And the worst is the
No,
garbage man won't
but-
pick that shit up. Most of the shit, like, you know what I mean? They'll bitch
Fuck
about it.
no, bro. No.
That's why I
no.
tip my
It
garbage
has
man.
Yeah, I mean, but even tipping them, all that wood, dude, it had nails in it.
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
shit, you know what I mean?
It would take
Like,
it would take
wasn't-
days for them to it would take weeks for them to get it all. You know what I mean? Yeah, I never
Right.
overload my garbage man. You know what I mean? Like, but if I got a piece of furniture, I gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
send out.
different. Go out, give them $5-10. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
think that's the
I
key.
mean, we used to really fuck our garbage men back in the day. Like we would just fill our entire driveway up with garbage. Like they had to take it.
Right.
I mean, listen, we always had a lot of garbage too because there was a million of us. But I mean,
Right.
we always used to give them a couple. It wasn't much. You know what I mean? Like, there's like 4 dudes. You give them $10. What's that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you supposed to tip your garbage man? I mean,
I tip him at
haven't-
Christmas. I give him a Christmas tip.
So there's like no rule, but if you give them, yeah, like he just said at Christmas, right? And then if you put like
They
anything
take
big
care
out,
of you
like
all year, man. I
yeah,
throw him a,
like
I
they
throw him a
did your
20 at
trash all
Christmas.
year.
Legit. $20 at Christmas. Same with my mailman.
And then
I always get my packages.
I'm like 1 out of 2 houses on my street that like even put trash out.
For real? What the hell is everyone doing with their trash on your street?
I think they just take it to the dump. I don't know.
weird.
We're like literally 1 out of 2 houses on the street that put a trash can out.
Your garbage
Ever.
man hates you. They're like, man, we gotta drive down the streets for these 2 stupid trash cans. I'd be sick if I was a garbage man and I went down the street and only had 2 trash cans out.
You guys remember? I remember when I moved to Baldwin. Their like trash cans their garbage trucks were crazy. They had the arm that went over and like grabbed the can,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what
up and dumped it and shit.
that's
like,
what we have now.
That
So-
shit's wild. Like I'm back in the city, so like they just got the one where they just throw the shit in. You know what I mean? But
Right.
those ones where they grab the cans, I remember seeing
yeah.
that when I moved out there and being like,
Yeah, West Mifflin, they got 2 dudes on the back, 1 dude driving. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's regular shit.
Right. But
Dude, I
like yeah, like
remember.
where my dad lives in Upper St. Clair, like yeah, they got like the automatic joint, like just scoops it. But you also can't throw away furniture because it doesn't scoop furniture. You know what I mean? Like it's specifically made for they give them the garbage cans. Like these garbage cans are what you use. Can't use
So
no
I
other
remember
garbage can.
whenever I moved to fucking Baldwin and I first saw those garbage trucks, I it was like summer and I was about to go to school. And my whole life I had heard that Baldwin's rich and there's a McDonald's in their cafeteria.
Oh
Bro,
shit.
I was the most excited little fat kid ever, bro. And then I walk in and there's no McDonald's. Like
Oh
they're
my
like, here's
god.
this downtowner. It's a mystery ham sandwich. Like, the fuck is this? Y'all remember the
Yeah.
downtowner?
No, I
Nope.
don't remember shit. To be honest, I don't think I
I didn't
ever. Well, I
I
went to
didn't
high school at
have
Brentwood, so
Oh
I didn't
yeah, I didn't
even
know. Yeah.
I didn't even get a lunch my whole high school experience. I had to fill
How?
all my I had to fill my shit up with classes just so I could pass.
yeah, because you're behind and shit.
Yeah.
That
Fuck
sucks.
it. I
You
mean,
know.
yeah, like at Brentwood and shit. When I went to Brentwood, like the rare occasion that I would make it, I just ate chips and fucking tea, dude. Like that's literally it. I would drink fucking Snyder's tea and eat like a bag of fucking Munchos or Funyuns or some shit. Man, that was my lunch every day. But
What
it's because
year
I
did
saved
you
all my
come to
lunch money.
Baldwin?
What's that?
Dude, so ninth grade, that would have been like like the end of '05. Like we moved into that house like 2 weeks before the school year started. So like the last quarter of '05.
All right. That kind of
That
answers
was the
that.
house. That was the
Go ahead.
house right by the high school, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Ant were trying to figure out last episode, like when we met, and I think I met you when I was like at home from placement or something. Like I had to have already been the placement then. I would
Wow.
assume.
I don't even with Matt, I think the first time I met you um was hype man in Cam at a show at the Shadow Lounge.
For
And
real?
I
I
think
thought I
that
met you
I
at
think
Ant's
that
crib. I thought I met you at Ant's crib. Whenever he had the studio back, like where like he built the studio in the garage, but like before he had that, when it was like back in the cut by the
no,
washer, I could have swore I met you back there.
I was never in it when or yeah no I was definitely in there but because there was we all wrote on the wall.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I don't remember. I don't know if I met you. I don't know. My first memory is that show at Shadow Lounge, and then Ant. My first memory with you, I think, is in that little studio in the cut that we all wrote on the wall. Cause I was talking to Cam in school, and then like we both rapped, and he was like, we kept trying to find studios. He and I went on dummy missions with Cam, and like it just because we were like 15 years old, like 16, like
Right.
we didn't.
Oh, your audio cut out.
And sorry about
Uh,
that, but so I remember eventually, I don't know if it was like 10, like, it was definitely ninth grade. He ended up having me come over there with you. And you had the computer set up right there and shit. You were making beats then.
cardboard box and a microphone.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those
Yeah,
was
I
the
think I think I
days.
might have like I think I might have randomly like been there one time when you were there. Like I feel like that's when we first met. But I was like I went to placement so much. Like I feel like it was like I was either just out of placement, like for like a little bit, because
Yeah.
I'd like go to placement and then be out for like a month and like go back. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so it's probably like I probably just caught you real quick and then we like legit met. Probably yeah, Shadow Lounge or something. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Because like I don't know. My first memory is definitely Shadow Lounge. But like you said, I think that was the first time we actually like spoke and like got, you know what I mean?
Right,
Hung
right.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow Lounge, man.
I remember
Those were
meeting
good
you at a
days, man.
football game.
Who?
Was I playing or was I not playing?
Nah, no, you weren't playing. Um, I just met.
I
Yeah,
think you were like
you were
Water
just
Boy or
chilling.
something.
So
Yeah.
after it was that no, I quit. I quit actually because I was like getting way too like into music and like I didn't have time to go lift twice a day and do fucking praise. You kidding me? I want to go
Right.
rap.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Facts,
but
facts.
but
How's your rapping now, man? I seen you been you said you got some writer's block, man.
yeah, bro. I've been writing, bro. But everything I write, I just it's
Just
it's terrible to me.
Yeah,
just being too
you're
critical, bro.
judging yourself. Yeah.
It's not. It's just not original enough. Like I don't know, bro. I pride myself on my punchlines and like my, you know what I mean, my shit being original. Like, but still within like the trend. Like not too original where it's
Yeah.
weird. And I don't know, man. Just everything I think of, everything that I write, like even my metaphors and shit, just been too weak. I ain't really, you know what I mean. And so I ain't showing nobody. I'm not going to record none of that because I'm not, you know. It's like I'm trying to sharpen my pen back up. And
Right.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's just
Do you miss being on stage?
100%, a lot.
Word.
Yeah.
that's that's another thing. This whole fucking thing is like it's affected everybody differently, but definitely with like not being able to do shows because I dropped that last project pressed and then uh I was planning on having like seeing like letting it go for 6 months and having like a 6 month release party, you know what I mean? And it was like Smiling Moose was booked until like right around Marchish and I couldn't get in there. That's what I wanted to do because that was like the right size venue down in Southside. And then fucking COVID hit, so I never got to do that. That fucked up a lot of videos. Like I had a lot of videos planned and like straight up videographers at first no one like they made this shit sound like the plague.
Right.
So
I mean, I was shook
Man.
at
mother
first. Like I remember when it first happened, man. I was
yeah,
shook.
facts. We all were, bro. They made it sound like it was gonna kill us all and then fucking
Yeah.
got like a 97 point something per survival rate. Like
Right. Yeah. It's definitely not what they made it seem to be. I don't think they knew what it was though either. Like to the credit of the government, like I don't think they fully understood it. I don't. I still don't think they fully understand it. To be
let
honest with
me
you.
let me let me ask you this. Do you guys think that it actually started in a bat fish market or whatever in China?
No, 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 no. I
So
think that's been debunked. I think that's been debunked.
yeah, yeah.
I think it was created in a lab. I think it like was
I
proven that it
I
was created from a
100%
lab.
think it. I think it was a lab leak, but I don't know. It could have. I don't know, man. Because right after all this, well, right before all this shit, they caught. And this is on the DOG website. It's not like a conspiracy theory. They caught a Chinese national at Boston Logan International with like 21 vials of biological matter, and one of these Chinese dudes made it back to China, and they caught the other one in like New York, I think, and he had biological matter too. And they were all working underneath this doctor who was specialized in like viruses and like biological chemistry. And I don't even know if that's the right science, but I think
Yeah,
so.
it's fine, man.
I'm not
We're all
smart
dumb here,
enough,
dude.
but
Yeah, we're all
you know
dumb
what I
here, man.
mean?
It's
Like
alright.
I'm an idiot. Like this, these are people way smarter. Like I can't even remember
That's all
their
this
correct
podcast
job
is based on.
titles. Yeah,
Right.
but then like the dude who they were underneath, this American dude, he got arrested by the FBI because he was working at the Wuhan institution, university or whatever, and working at Harvard. And I guess like he took a bunch of public funding here. When you do that, you have to disclose if you have any funding from any foreign governments. And the University of Wuhan is everything in China is it's socialist. The government owns it.
Right.
So the government was giving him $50,000 a month, and like that was just for him, like giving him crazy like research funding and it was all just too coincidental. And then that dude, I think that it was uh, somewhat of an attack. I really do.
I think it
I
was
do.
my theory on it is I think it was originally planned as like they were creating it as like a chemical warfare esque type thing. You know what I mean? Like a that they could spread. You know what I mean? But I think it wasn't. I think it was accidentally leaked. I think someone accidentally like whatever got contaminated and got walked out. You know what I mean? Like you know, I don't know what their
Right.
procedures are in places. Like I'm sure they are supposed to strip down and shower. Maybe someone didn't. You know what I mean? Like whatever. And I feel like it got taken out of the lab like that. And then once it hit so many people, it just. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Like if you let mold sit in a
Yeah.
container, if you open that container, the mold's gonna eventually come out of the container. You know what I mean? It's gonna work its way
Yeah.
out. It's gonna
Yeah.
just spread.
I saw a documentary about some Wuhan labs and stuff, and people, Chinese nationals and also Americans who have worked there, all of them saying that like these places didn't have a lid on it like they should have. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because they were getting pushed to have like to find shit and breakthroughs. Like they were just getting pushed to research. As far as like whenever you're going that hard, I guess safety kind of doesn't become the first priority anymore.
Right. Yeah, if you're going for speed.
I got all my information from Alex Jones on the Flagrant podcast.
Oh yeah, Alex Jones said, what did he say? He said they're like cutting. No, he was talking about the vaccine. I think like the vaccine changes your DNA or something crazy. He was saying.
Is he still out there saying that the Sandy Hook children are fake?
No, he's so against that. He's so against that. Like he hates that.
He actually went into like what's going on with all that shit. Yeah, how they keep bringing it up, and
that piece of shit, Alex Jones. He actually,
I like Alex Jones.
he ruined one of my like childhood friendships because I'm friends with this dude, and I won't say his name because I still got love for him, but he has become just insanely conspiracy theorist, and he has been for like 10 years or so. But these days, a lot of it's that right wing nut shit. You know what I mean?
Right. The QAnon
shit.
Yeah, and fucking. He was saying that Sandy. So I have an aunt that lives in Connecticut. And in case anyone forgot, Connecticut's like the size of like your pinky. So like, she like knew people whose like kids went to Sandy Hook and shit, and like, it's like, bro, like I tried telling him like after it happened, like, dude, like I. It really personally know like
it's a real thing.
This really did. Yeah, and he's like, bro, he was arguing like this was a crisis actor, and I'm like, that was my first dose of like how crazy people can get with conspiracies.
Right. Like, yeah, well, I think the problem with Alex Jones is he's very animated. He's very easy to listen to. Like he's excited. Right. You know what I mean? He's like very entertaining to watch, and a lot of the things he says are fact, and sometimes there's some things that aren't complete facts. You know what I mean? And
then when you slip out of context,
right? And then you let the public get a hold of it, and they turn it into craziness. You know what I mean?
He takes vague things and twists them to his narrative.
Sometimes some of the shit he's like legit. Like some of the shit he says are real things.
Like the gay frogs thing.
Yeah, like, that was just like a meme
example. That's a great example of how they twisted his words. And
he said they were gay frogs. He did say they were gay frogs, but it was like a exaggeration. Like that was like his way of saying that there's estrogen in the water and whatever. Like it's based on fact, but he just made it entertaining. Like he added entertainment value to it.
Well, that's the thing. He's the reason I don't like him is because he pushes these crazy things sometimes or all the time, and it gets, I don't know, man. It delegitimizes, if that's even a word, real conspiracy, because there's a lot of real conspiracy valid.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Like,
I agree.
I would suggest you watch it. You just watch the Flagrant.
Yeah, I'll shoot you the link after
hilarious.
This. I'll shoot you the link. It's funny as fuck. Alex Jones is getting drunk as fuck. He's got an AK, a fake AK, and like a machete and shit, fucking going crazy.
Is it his podcast? Is it
No.
It's Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
Oh my god, I love that dude, bro.
Yeah. He had him on, dude.
That dude is fucking hysterical, bro.
Yeah. It's a really funny episode, dude. Like it's probably like their best episode, and it just happened like a week ago or something. Yeah, they just put it out like a week ago.
Right. Alex Jones goes, Chris Hansen's dead. They're like, really? Because we're gonna have him on the show next week.
Yeah. He was just on. Like he was the episode after Alex Jones.
Bro, dude, that's
that shit's so funny though.
You guys watch the ones with him on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Those are the dude. His first one had me cracking up. He was freaking out.
He's in that. Well, the spoiler alert is Andrew Schultz keeps trying to tell him like, yo, you should just make a comedy podcast because the shit that you say is hilarious and it's not all fact. But the problem is he pushes his narrative is that he's telling all facts. It's called InfoWars. You know what I mean? It's InfoWars. So you would think it's like a news station.
Yeah.
But if you push it as entertainment, he could get away with saying gay frogs and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's all. Really and truly, that's all fucking cable news is entertainment. Like
for sure,
it's all opinion pieces. You know what I mean? Unless you're listening to the AP or maybe NPR's kind of middle of the road. Other than that, man, like you're getting a bias. You know what I mean? So
100%. Coming from anybody, you're gonna get a bias because everyone has their own opinions, and it's hard to remove your opinions from things.
Do you guys think that Alex Jones truly believes this shit, or do you think that's a character and he just knows he can make money off of stupid motherfuckers?
I think it might have.
believing that
Well,
shit?
they
I think it
asked
started as a
him.
character.
They asked him, "Should your listeners believe everything you say?" And he's like, "No, like,
Right.
just straight up no."
Yeah. So I think
So
part of it is a character. I mean, so like I said, some of the things he says are
Yeah.
facts, but he mixes
and
in
he
like,
is an alcoholic.
oh, he's a drunk.
Yeah.
He during that podcast he crushed a fifth of fucking Jameson.
Wow. To
Like,
himself.
I mean, Andrew was drinking a
Pretty
little bit,
much.
but
Pretty much.
yeah,
Listen, you
Andrew was
guys
drinking
know
a little bit.
I used to hit the bottle and I don't think I could ever hit a full fifth to my head.
No, he fucked it up. He fucked it up. He's drinking straight out the bottle. Like, he's a nut.
Yeah.
He's a character. He's hilarious to watch, dude. Like, but you just can't.
Yeah.
You have to take his word. Like, the problem is people listen to somebody and then they don't do their own research. They just say, "Oh, well, that person said this is true, so it's true," and they just go and they just run with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of like saying, "Okay, that sounds interesting. Let me look into it further," and they, you know what I mean? They don't do. Most people don't do that. With anything, that's like CNN. You could watch CNN or you could watch Fox, whatever the fuck you're into. You know what I mean? Either one, people just take it as fact and they don't ever do their own research.
Yeah,
You know what I
I mean, well, that's even. I mean, look, dude, look at fucking Facebook. Look at social media. Like,
Right.
people run with. They'll see a meme that says something, and I see it all the time. Like, from the wild. I saw a thing the other day that said that the Native Americans in like the Northeast were actually Irish, and I was like, what the fuck, like what? And there's people commenting, like
Believing it.
dropping links, backing it up. I'm like, do you guys realize this is some dude's website? Like,
Right.
he's just, I could do this too. Like, this
Yeah.
is good fantasy writing. That's all it is.
Right. Yeah, it's that's the thing, man. But people also like to argue, man. Everything's pushed into arguments. People
Yeah.
like to argue, and that's what pushes social media. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever
Yeah.
watched, have you watched the what's it called, Social Dilemma? We were just talking about that last week, I think. The like documentary on Netflix about like social media and stuff.
I know I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
It's decent. It'll make you afraid of your phone. But yeah, but it's basically talking about the reason the things are the way they are is because they study the algorithm, like study what people gets
Yeah.
people to engage, and they
Well,
anger makes people engage more than happiness. You know what I mean? Like, if you see if
Yeah.
you pass something that makes you happy, most people don't touch it. They just, oh, that's cool,
We've-
that's nice, and they just keep scrolling. If it's something that's angry, they're gonna fucking give it an angry fucking, you know what I mean, a little angry thing. They're gonna
react,
fucking
yeah.
comment on it, talking shit. Like,
yeah.
they're gonna
Well,
fucking stay on the app.
that's thing. We all feed off of negativity, whether we want to admit it or not.
Oh, for
You know
sure,
what I
I'm
mean?
guilty
Like,
of it.
Yeah, we all are, dude. I mean, yeah, you might be that one super happy, positive person, but we all look at negative shit on the internet. You know what I
100%.
mean?
I love it.
And most of us
I love negative
look
shit.
at negative shit way more than positive shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know
It'll
what I
fuck
mean?
your head
So,
up though. It'll fuck you up though in the long run. Like, realistically, it fucks you up.
Oh yeah, bro. It changes.
If you surround
Bro,
yourself
that's
by
like,
negativity, man, it's bound to catch you. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be in a fucking slump, like a bad spot eventually. You know what I mean?
listen, when I was
I've done it.
younger, I watched-
I've put myself in like my own little depression holes, just like overthinking shit and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you pick up those habits, man. When I was younger, I watched a lot of porn, and and I started. No, but listen, I realized that I started having sex with girls the way that like they were having sex in porn. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
this is like, and it happened subconsciously, bro.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, this is so that, you know what I mean? That makes
Meanwhile,
sense. Everything,
like 90% of the positions used in porn are just so they can get a good camera angle.
right?
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? It's just so they can get an angle. There's no reason I should have my leg up on top of her back.
Yeah,
trying to,
no,
like, yeah, there's
that's
no
what I
reason for
mean,
that
like-
shit. You can't even
Yeah,
lift your leg up, let alone fucking, you know what I mean?
no, yeah, no. I mean, I might be able to get it at a certain height, like maybe her, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe like her knee. I don't know.
You probably tie your shoes on the side. You know what I mean? That's
She would have to. She might have to hold the leg up, like, you know, like
how do you
throw it in
tie
there,
your
you know
shoes,
what I
bro?
mean?
How do you tie
The
your
normal
shoes?
way, motherfucker. That's
Is,
how.
is the bow on the side because you can't get straight down? You gotta lift your foot up a little bit. Go to this.
That's funny as hell, 'cause I know what you're talking about. You know.
That's legit a fat dude fucking tie. Like, if you ever see like a fat dude, you look at his laces.
Yeah,
if
but
they're
you ever-
straight, he
no.
tied them before he put them on, dude.
Yeah, but dig it, you know damn well I ain't that fat, because That'd be the fat people who their fucking shoe be leaning and shit.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Oh,
squished and shit.
It's squishing.
Like it's busting out of the shoe.
Yeah, I know. We've all seen it, man.
Yo,
Everyone's seen that
Oh,
shit.
man.
Yours would do that. You just buy too many shoes. That's what it is. The reason your shoes don't do it is because you wear a different pair of shoes every fucking day.
Yeah, is that why?
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Wear a pair of shoes
do you
for
own a lot of
year.
shoes?
Yeah. I own not that many. I own probably, I don't know, somewhere around 30 pairs of
Yeah,
shoes.
it's too many.
Okay.
It's too many fucking
Yeah.
shoes.
I got
I got like
two.
Jordans. I got a lot of Maxes. A lot
Yeah.
of them in
I
Air
got-
Max 95.
Oh, you like the Air Maxes because they look like they always look blown out from the beginning. They always look like you got a flat tire.
That they do not look blown out at all. What are you talking about? They got 3 stripes on the side.
I'm surprised you don't fuck with
They're actually
Yeezys.
a
You wear Yeezys?
They're actually a narrow shoe. No, I don't own a single pair of Yeezys.
Yeezys legitimately look like exactly what we're talking about, like how their sole is.
right,
Like,
right.
It looks exactly
yeah,
like
they did it
someone
on
fucked-
purpose.
It's like the
I mean,
perfect fat man shoe.
I've seen Yeezys that look dope, but I
I
mean,
haven't.
I'm just
Yeah.
listen, bro. They don't look $450 though. You know what I mean?
Fuck no.
Like, I grew up too poor to do that.
Didn't his shit sell out in like an hour
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
That's some
Well,
hype
that's how
beast.
all-
It's
All
hype
these
beast.
retro releases, yeah.
Yeah,
All this shit goes out, bro. They got lotteries now for shoes,
that's
like-
crazy.
Oh, man.
so you can a lottery for you to get a number to be able to buy it. Like
That's crazy.
drops. Yeah,
But there is big money. I don't hate on people for it because there is big money if you resell. Like people that resell, there's money in that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a hustle like anything else. You know what I mean?
right? That's like Supreme. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know if Supreme's hot anymore. Like, I don't really see motherfuckers talking about
I
Supreme
think
as
that
much
it's
anymore.
just,
But
there's so much knockoff Supreme now that it
Right.
it just don't. You know what I mean, you can get a fake Supreme shirt on Amazon.
and
for like
your
$10.
average person wouldn't know. Right? Your average person, don't
Right?
know.
Yeah. No one's gonna check that. Like,
Right. I mean, you'll have some
I
people that
mean-
are like, that's just like back in the day. Remember, like the shoe man and shit. Like you
Yeah,
could get some
yeah.
fire ass J's that looked fire. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah.
but they were fake as fuck. But you couldn't tell unless you were like a shoe head that like knew your Jordans and you can know what to look for. You know what I mean? Like, because they were good fakes, man. I used to buy.
Facts,
I bought from the shoe man a lot. The one up in Mount
There was-
Oliver. What was that store
Those
called?
Streets.
Yeah.
Are you
I used to
talking
go
about
in
the
the.
walk-in closet?
No.
Are you talking? That's an Allentown. You said Mount Oliver, Kojo Styles.
Yeah. It was.
Still
It was the.
Styles.
He had all the shoes in the back room. The fake J's that were all in the back room. And shit.
That was Kojo's. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to buy hella shoes from them, and I used to always get my
Facts.
white tees from there. I was back when white tees with them thick ass collars were the shit. They'd be like 2-inch fucking collars, damn near turtleneck collars and shit.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I get these white tees and black tees at like Carson City News and like these little stores in the city, and they be having those ones. They're like one and done. You wear them one time and that's it. 'Cause
Right,
They always shrink. The collars folds and shit. It's
right. Yeah, the collar starts to like curl on you and shit after you wash it.
yeah. You get that bacon neck, bro. That's legit. You get that bacon neck.
Yeah, you
Facts.
would know about the bacon.
See, bro, that one didn't land. You got to do better.
Hey man, listen, man. This is the same thing with your music. You just need to record it, man. They might not all be hits, bro, but eventually you gonna put out a hit. You just gotta keep putting it out. You know what I mean? So I'll keep
Yeah.
taking my opportunities, and I'll probably look
Just
back on it and be like, that was trash, but fuck it, it's already out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
What y'all been up to?
Shit, man, just fucking. I work all the time, man. That's it. I'm working like 6 days a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do the same old shit. Sell beats. Been doing some certification program.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Matt, do you still transport dead people and shit?
Animals, yeah.
No,
Okay,
he be doing dead people too.
Not as much though.
Facts,
Like
you
it's
do
not like
dead
my main.
people.
Like the people, like I've done. Yeah, I picked up humans and shit. Like, but it's not like I pick up way more pets than humans. You know what I mean? Like I'll pick up 40 pets a week. I mean more than 80 pets a week.
I think it's funny how you said humans instead of dead people.
I mean they're humans and there's pets. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean they're humans. Am I wrong?
They're dead
I've seen-
people.
I mean, I guess yeah. I mean,
I just want you to get pulled over one of these days with a dead.
I would
person
love
in
to
the
get
back.
pulled over, dude.
Because
I
it
would
doesn't
love to
look
get pulled over.
official. It really
Oh
just
no,
doesn't
I
look.
fucking drive around a fucking
Oh, it's not like an official van or something.
no, it's a
It's-
minivan. It's a minivan with the seats taken out.
Wait, like a soccer van?
Yeah. Like a town and country.
Does it at
It is a
least
town
have
and
like
country.
your company writing on the side?
Negative. You
So
just
it's just
pull
a
up, bro.
van. Like
Yeah, just a black van, man. I pull up.
there's who's that guy taking grandma's dead body? Oh,
I mean, they call us. I got cards and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like if I get pulled over, I can show them like a business card. Be like, look, this
that's
is.
so crazy though, because like you're just some dude. Like
Right?
Listen, I'm not just some dude. Listen here,
you're
man. I'm
just
about to
some
bust out.
dude.
I'm busting out the wallet on you.
Bro,
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
fucking hilarious.
I'm not
Yeah,
just
I
some
mean,
dude,
don't you
man. I'm
think about
fucking
it, like-
certified.
I mean,
You see
like, you're
this?
dead and just some dude. You never some dude with this weird ass big beard comes and gets you looking like Opie from Sons of Anarchy and shit.
Listen, man.
like,
I am Agent Bellis, dude. You're not gonna be able to read it, but I'm Agent Bellis from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Department of Agriculture, domestic dealer and hauler license. That's what I got right here.
Huh.
I'm legit, bro.
Let's-
secret agent.
I
That's
can
really
pull.
a
I can.
cop
I can
now,
pull up and
man.
pick
That's
up
what it
fucking dead
is.
bodies, and I can get pulled over with dead bodies. Be like, I'm cool, man. Here's my card.
I
Here's
swear,
my
some of, the,
license.
some of the stories he's told me, I have to ask, like, you know, are you
Like,
sure, like, that
it's
person
legit.
died naturally?
No, they're legit. They're legit. They die.
Like, you're not just being cleanup man for somebody,
I
right?
feel like it though. Like the
Right.
one, like I picked up a body. Like the first body I had to go pick up from my house was I went with my boss, and it was like someone's dad, older guy. He I guess he had a heart attack while he was getting out of the shower, so he had like his boxers like halfway on and face first in the ground. You know what I mean? Fucking busted his shit open. He died, and his son found him. So we had to like clean him up, had to like move him. It was fucking. I felt like I felt like I work. I feel like I work for the mob sometimes, to say the least. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
they call me and I go pick up the body.
Yeah, death doesn't care if you're naked or on the shitter. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming.
that's all I thought about too. Is like, damn man, that sucks, man. That's like I feel bad for him. But like his boxers were all wet because the shower was still on whenever like the sun found him and shit. You know what I mean? So like his whole body was like wet from like the shower. You know what I mean? It was shitty, man. It sucks, man. I'd hate to. I hope I just die in my sleep, man. Like
yeah, I
after
don't-
after seeing the
You'll
bodies
probably
I've
fall
seen.
down some steps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll probably be in the worst position ever. I'll be like in the dumbest position ever when I fucking die, dude.
Jerking
it'll be-
off.
Yeah.
what was,
right.
what was that? There was a movie. I can always forget what the name of it was, but they like go see an old lady and she can see their deaths and she tells them. And like the one kid, like he's like in his mid-20s jerking off in a bathroom somewhere and dies. One dude sees
That's so
himself. He's
fucked.
like an old man on the ladder changing the light bulb in his living room and he falls and he dies. Like, and
I
that's
don't know
like
what
the,
that is.
I always forget the name of it, man. I
It sounds like
can't
some
remember.
Final Destination type
See,
shit.
this is you guys need like how Joe Rogan has a Jamie. One of you guys
Yeah,
got
yeah,
Right.
someone looking
Yeah.
shit up. I'm the
We talked
worst.
Yeah.
about it.
I'm the worst internet typer. Like I'm the worst typer in general, but I can't.
Bro, I mean
I
that
can't
makes
search
sense,
fast.
bro. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you like you kind of missed out on like a lot of
I
computer
literally
things.
learned in placement, and trust me, they weren't giving us computers.
Yeah, exactly. Like you probably when you were like came home as an adult from your state time too, bro. You probably fucking like were like, what is an
No, I was
iPhone?
cool. I was cool with the phone because there were smartphones out right before I got locked up. Like they were just becoming popular. You know what I mean? Like smartphones just became a thing when I got locked up. So like I seen them. I didn't have one, but I seen them and I seen people with them. Like so I understood like what they were. But yeah, it was a little
kinda-
bit of adjustment.
You kind of got lucky. You got to skip all the bullshit years. Look at the
I-
positives.
I guess. I guess you want to look at it like that. I'd have much rather been through the bullshit years. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I had
Yeah,
fun. I'm not gonna lie, I had fun in
You're
prison,
lucky
man.
you were in jail, dude, dealing with the iPhone 2, bro. You don't even wanna do-
No, I got out. I was an Android user when I got out, and then I switched to iPhones
yeah.
because I ain't know.
Welcome
I just
to
got
the-
an Android. It
welcome
was
to the
like
dark side.
I love iPhones, for real.
You probably got one of them butt ass cheap ones too, just coming home. Like,
Oh yeah. My first smartphone. Yeah, it was like $50 or something, bro. Like, it was like $50, man. Yeah, that shit was cheap as fuck. But it is what it is. You got you know
when
what I mean?
people say Android, that's the phone I think of. Like,
Yeah, that
that
shitty
phone.
one. But honestly, to like the credit of like newer Androids, they're better now. They're better than they were. Like
Yeah, like the
iPhone was
S
far
whatever is
superior.
43.
Like they had iPhones used to be like way better than Androids, but now they're pretty much equal. You know what I mean? Other than I do like iPhones. Like I guess it would be called UI, user interface. Like I like how it's set up. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like
It's just simple. It's very basic
it's
and
user
simple.
friendly.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
user
Where like
friendly.
Androids, you gotta go through a million things to find an app. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I get they can do some things and their cameras sometimes are better, but I don't want to have to like click 30 different things just to do so. Like it takes 2 clicks on an iPhone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's
Yeah, for sure,
oh
man.
fuck, man.
So what's up, man? You were how was so let's I'm curious, man. Like going back. So you said you moved to Baldwin when you were in like ninth grade. So you went like the end of ninth grade
Yeah,
or something like that. Now where so you grew up in Allentown, right?
yeah.
Like were
Well,
you in Allentown that whole time? Like up until
no.
Baldwin or
So no. So um, my grandma had a house in Allentown, and I lived there when I was like real young. And then my mom moved a lot, so I lived all over the South. I lived in Mount Oliver, and this is like multiple different houses in most neighborhoods. Carrick, Arlington. We lived. I remember the most fucked up, like lowest. I don't know what was going on with my mom, and my stepdad at the time, but we were living in the basement of someone else's project in St. Clair. We lived there for like 6 months, and then she got a crib in Mount Oliver. I lived with my dad for like a year or two because I got in trouble and shit and had to go with him. He lived in McKees Rocks. So I lived down there for like 2 years, but mainly all over the South. And it was weird. I always ended up like every like year or 2 years somehow I'd end up back at my grandma's house in Allentown. And
right,
those were like that was like where I first made my first group of friends and shit. So like I still talk to those dudes up until I was like 16. We were still tight every day. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but then I moved out to Baldwin and didn't drive for, at least like a year, didn't have a car or nothing. So, well, you know how it is when you're a kid. Like Allentown to Baldwin now as an adult, that's nothing. But when you're
Yeah, it's
fucking
easy, right?
15,
Right.
16, it's a world away,
Yeah. Hours
And
away.
especially like I
It's
told you,
hours
like,
because you're gonna walk. Like
yeah, you got to walk, I guess the 51, like
right,
51C. And like I told you, bro, like it was such another world that people like literally told me, like, "Oh, you're moving to Baldwin, bro? That's rich as hell. Those are rich kids. They got a McDonald's in their cafeteria." Like
that's
it
so
was dumb
funny.
shit like that. But as kids, we
Yeah.
believe that shit, though. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Like,
A lot of
so
those kids were fucking rich.
Yeah, I
no,
mean
they weren't.
there's a lot of rich kids in Baldwin for sure. There's a lot of
Yeah,
rich
they
kids in
weren't.
Baldwin.
But
Somehow
but
I
I
missed
didn't
out on that shit.
I didn't think there'd be like I'll be real, bro. Like my first like month there, it surprised me once I got to know some people that there were like so many different walks of life in Baldwin. Because to
Right,
me, I didn't expect to see anything lower than like middle class. You know what I
Right.
mean?
right,
Yeah.
I didn't know though that Green Meadows was out there, that Prospect Park was out.
right,
Like I knew they were there, but I didn't know that they like, you know what I mean, like what it was, like all the foreigners and
right.
uh, you know what I mean, low income living. So I just so I mean, that was cool though, because
Yeah,
then I could at least
there's a hell of a range in Baldwin. Like there's literally like
yeah,
Yeah.
very poor people and then uber rich people. Like there's a whole
Right.
scale. Like there's literally everything at Baldwin. Like
right,
it's
right.
it's kind of I don't even know if there's any other school districts like that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic Pittsburgh though, bro. Like, you go one neighbor, like especially in the city, one neighborhood's rich as fuck. A street next to it is ghetto as fuck. Like,
Yeah, like look at Squirrel Hill and
Right.
then Homewood.
yeah, Point Breeze, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's right there, and then Homewood's across the
Yeah,
street.
it's literally across
You
Penn.
start,
You drive
you
across
go from,
Penn.
yeah, bro. You go down North Dallas Avenue, you cross Penn Avenue, it's another world.
Yep. As soon as you go under that bridge,
World.
it's like it's a whole different world.
Facts, and
There's
that's
like a
how it
little train
is.
tracks. You know what I mean? As soon as you go under them train tracks, it's a like it's just like it's night and day, dude. It's ridiculous.
That's kind of how it was like with Mount Washington and like Allentown and Beltsuver. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Beltsuver was like real bad, and I lived in Beltsuver like for a couple years, but Beltsuver and Allentown are the same ward in the city, so to me it was always the same
It's
neighborhood. But I
right.
just
Right.
said Allentown. because I never got involved in like the Belsuver St. Clair beef. You know what
Well,
I mean?
good thing, because you lived in St. Clair for a little bit. You'd have been fucked if you'd have went over there fucking repping
Well, yeah.
Beltsuver,
Well,
dude. They'd have been on your
I have
ass.
cousins. Yeah, and I had cousins. My brother's family. They were the cousins I grew up with. They all lived in St. Clair.
Right.
So you know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't. Plus, I wasn't really into no gang shit. You know what I mean? I
Right.
stayed. If I did dirt, I did dirt on my own. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
But,
I think that's the best
but
way to do it, man.
Right.
If you're gonna get
yeah,
in
I
some
mean,
shit, man, why have to answer to other people when like break bread with other people that you don't like that had nothing to do with your shit? You know what I mean? Like why?
and people tell, bro.
Facts.
You can't tell on yourself if you don't want to. You
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. If you do it by yourself, if you get caught, you're the only reason you got caught. You are the sole reason of getting caught because you fucked
Yeah.
up. Whether you told somebody else and they told on you, or if you were, you know what I mean, just were messy about it and slipped up and they fucking got you.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
And the
all on
only way
you.
that's different is if you hustle by yourself and then like somebody that you sell to sets you up or something or
Right.
snitches
Right.
on you.
Right.
Then that's it. But you know what I mean? But you can't. I mean, that comes with that game. So
Right. Yeah.
it's
People need
gonna
to know that.
happen.
People got to know that going into it. Some people, I feel like they don't know that. That's why they tell, because they don't realize what they're signing the fuck up for sometimes, man, or they don't
I
care.
don't know. Listen, bro. I tell you one thing, bro. I hear more about people telling these days than like whenever I was a kid and was like, first got involved in any type of shit like that. I mean, you'd hear about it every now and then, and it would be like if people were saying it, it was true.
Right.
These days, bro, motherfuckers are calling each other a rat. Sometimes they really are. Sometimes they're not. You
Right.
got dudes out here calling everybody a rat, and meanwhile they're telling the whole time. And the thing is like you can still be a gangster and a rat, bro. Like there's dudes out here shooting and selling drugs, and they're still telling. I mean, so
Right.
it's spooky out here, man. It's like it's not worth being involved in anymore. Like
Facts.
you can't trust nobody. Like
I agree. Do you remember?
nobody.
Do you remember back in like '05 when they had the snitch list? You remember the snitch list?
Was
They
that
used to
around
start.
when Jada Kiss had the stop snitching shirts?
Yeah, it was around the same time, but they had a whole list of Pittsburgh. Like it was going all through placement, but it came from the streets. But it was like a big
I don't
rat drawn on it, and it had like literally names of just every rat and it had like categorized by neighborhood, like all the motherfuckers on paperwork, like they were all legit.
see,
But like now, you couldn't even fit these like this was on like one sheet of paper. They had all the names.
bro.
Now you'd have to have a fucking Bible, like the way people tell now.
That's the thing, bro. It's like look, and especially with like serious shit, like anything like like the feds are involved or anything like that. Um, People expect like if they told like they'll be like, well, show me the paperwork, cause CIs are not going to be on any
Right.
paperwork.
Right.
You're not going to know until after you get charged, you're in jail, you
Right.
get your discovery, and then their names will still be blocked out, but you'll be able to piece together like by what they said about
Right.
what
Who the fuck
incident,
they
you
were?
know what
Right.
I mean? But you're not going to figure that out until after you're already in jail. You don't
Right.
ever want to get to that point. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, I mean, but who do you trust? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
all money
that's
ain't good
like
money, but how do you know what's good money and what's not good money? You know, like
right. Well, that's like 6ix9ine. Like everyone's like all up in arms about 6ix9ine, but like people don't remember Ti. Like he got caught with hella guns and did a year in a day with hella guns. Got a Fed case. Like there's no way you just did a year in a day for that. I did 2 years and I'm fucking nobody. You know what I mean? Like I had a fucking 22.
yeah.
I did 2.
But here's the thing, bro. Here's the
I don't
thing,
know,
bro.
man. He told,
You
bro.
didn't
You
have
can't tell me no
Ti's money.
different.
You didn't have Ti's money.
The amount of guns he had, and it was a Fed case. You don't lose Fed cases. There's no
Fuck,
beating the
bro.
Feds.
People do win the feds, bro.
But their
You
percentage
ain't
is
hear
way
Roddy
higher.
Rich? You ain't hear Roddy Rich? He said him too, you know. He said we was fighting Fed cases. Remember, I was
But
too.
but listen though, their success rate, their conviction
I'm
rate
just
is high,
fucking with
bro.
you. Bro, it's like not bro, my mom did 8 years in the feds, bro. I know, believe me.
Right.
I dealt with them when I was fucking bro. We didn't go from living in Allentown and Belsuver and shit to living in fucking Whitehall and Baldwin by legally. Like we were
Right.
there
Right.
2.5 years and she was in jail. Like and my mom wouldn't tell. And then
Right.
everyone who was involved told on her. So she got
Right.
pinged as the ringleader and got 100 months in the feds. My grandma, her mom wouldn't snitch on her. She got 12 months.
Yeah.
Facts.
Crazy.
That's
And
crazy,
the
man.
feds are ruthless, bro. Ruthless.
Yeah, they don't give a
If
fuck.
I'd have been over 18, they'd have came for me. And I didn't
Right.
even have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's how they are though. And normally,
Well,
but
that's the thing,
with the feds, normally they got you. Like by the time they got you,
right? And that's I mean, like
It's
my
not like some local
grandma.
PD just grabbing you up trying to like shake you down and shit. Like they
I
already
think what
know.
it was is my grandma basically knew what my mom was up to, and they knew she knew, so they hit her with conspiracy, and they used that to threaten my mom to say like, "Well, we're gonna send your elderly mother to jail if you don't tell." And my mom was like, "Fuck you," like
Right.
you know what I mean, and that is what it is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it is what
At
it
least your
is. But
grandma only did a year though. Because like the weird
she
thing about
did,
conspiracy is they can charge you the same as the person that did the crime.
yeah.
They can give you the same penalty as the person that did the crime just for being
Well, I think
conspiring,
she
I guess.
got conspiracy on like one count of like my mom's shit. My
Right.
mom had a bunch of counts of shit. I'd have to, I'd have to look at the legal paperwork to remember how all that works. But she did like not. She went to Camp Cupcake. She was in the same jail that Martha Stewart was in.
For real.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
That's lit.
she did 9. She did 9 months, and then she passed away 9 months after she got out.
Damn. See that's shitty.
Shit.
That's the worst part, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then my mom ain't get out for another like 5 years after that. And then
Yeah.
my mom couldn't go to her funeral, couldn't get
Yeah.
leave.
That's
Yeah, they want to give her a what do they call that shit? I don't even know.
What is it called? I
I should
forget.
know. I
And it
forget what
was
the fuck.
so I
Starts with a
got
P, I
hustled
think.
too.
I don't know.
Got hustled by a lawyer, bro. When it happened, right? She was in the county. She was already sentenced in the feds. But when you go to the feds, you got to give them blood work and shit. Well, I guess she was her and my brother and sister's dad. They did some fraud thing with insurance, I guess, back in the day. Well, it matched to some blood kit. So they brought her up from the feds back up to Allegheny County to face these charges.
Give her a new
She got
case, yeah.
convicted. Yeah, but it just the sentence ran concurrent with her already time, like with
Well,
the
that's good
time
at
she was
least.
already serving. But while she was here, my grandma died. So the way they explained it to me is she's federal property. And imagine the feds are a library and she's a book. The state has her book. They can't let someone else take their book. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, it's fucked up
mm,
as it is. That's what you are to them.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
this is how a lawyer explained my mother to me. You know what I mean? And I paid him $750. He told me that he would get her there to the funeral. And all that happened is she got sent back to her home jail in the feds the same day as the funeral.
That's shitty.
and
Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
couldn't imagine like how she felt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, her grandma died too, like the first like 6 months she was in there, so she missed both funerals.
yeah, that's crazy.
And that's
Yeah, it's
like
fucked up.
definitely fucked up. She only grew up with one brother, mom and dad, and they're all dead now, Had to
Right.
fuck with her. Jail
Yeah.
changes you, bro. You went
Yeah. I mean, I was only
and
I
it
did a little bit, man. I did light time, like you know what I mean. I had small time.
still it
Hey,
affects your
everyone
family,
called me a
everything,
short timer. You
brother.
know what I mean? To me, I was like, "What the fuck you mean? I got 2 to 4 years. That ain't short." Like, you know what I mean? In my head, they're like, "You're a short timer, man. You got fucking single digits, dude. Get the fuck out of here." But
That's how
that
my
the
homie be. My homie, Dylan. Dylan be like,
yeah,
somebody says something about a 2 to 4, he'll be like, that's toilet time.
right.
Yeah, because he's done. What I mean, he's done a lot of time. So
Yeah, it's a
I
crazy
remember
thing
him
though,
when he
man.
was
Like,
a baby.
yeah, Dylan, I swear.
really, yeah, you
Yeah,
guys, have known him for a minute, huh?
I've known him since I lived in
Yeah.
Brentwood, which
Word,
was
yeah,
like ninth grade. I've known him since ninth grade. Since I was in
yeah,
ninth grade.
yeah.
He's younger than me, obviously. He's younger than us, so but
That's been like my road dog best friend for like the
yeah,
last like 3 years.
him, Cole, Nick, Dylan, Cole, and Ricky. That they used to all chill at the park, and I used to fuck with them.
Yeah, Ricky Smith.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple years,
Yeah, I haven't either
like two
actually. I used to
years.
catch him. I used to catch him at the Walmart occasionally. I used to see him like you know what I mean, hustling,
Yeah,
fucking
still, yeah, when he was selling phones and or cable or whatever.
cable and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to see him out there. But yeah, I haven't seen him
Yeah.
in a minute. Small world though, literally. So Shara's ex is his brother,
Oh, yeah, Tony or whatever.
Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Tommy. It's only Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, yeah, they got the same mom. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, small world. So I grew up with Ricky in Allentown, right? And when I moved to Baldwin, y'all know Alex, my homie Alex, right? Alex.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he took me to my first metal show, Mayhem Fest, and I was like 18, and he went with us, Tommy, your Cher's baby's dad.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, that ain't her
Or
baby
is it her
dad. Just her
ex?
ex.
Ex.
Just her ex.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said okay. Yeah, her ex.
No.
Yeah. So,
All the kids are mine
yeah.
that I know of. No, they
I be the
fucking look like
pappy.
me.
I be
They
the
look like
pappy.
me. I can't deny them. They legit look like me. So
Dog, your kid looks like a clone of you, bro.
yeah,
Like,
he's just blonde. He's just a
Acts
blonde
like him
version of
too.
me. He's a fucking maniac, dude.
that's what's up, though. I don't know when I'm having any, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey man,
I don't know if
listen,
I
you
fucking can at this point.
I feel you.
you'll be
It's
alright.
like
You still
ain't
can,
nothing
bro.
been connecting for a while here, dog. Like something ain't adding up. Yeah.
Nah, my shit. I don't know, man. We're the same age, man. I literally just had a baby, so like I'm sure you're all right, man.
You had a baby in like 2016, bro.
I got another one. I got a
Oh yeah, but
6-month-year-old.
still.
I got a 6-month-year-old. He was born 6 months ago.
So what? Your first one's older. That doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying my shit
You've
still
already had
works.
a baby.
I'm saying my shit still. What do you think? It just like once
What's
you
that,
have one,
bro?
you
So
can
what?
forever
Because
have one.
because we're the same age. That means that we should all just be able to do it. Like,
No, I'm saying like you're still like within the age before you're. I mean, let's shit. Look at Joey Diaz is the
listen, dudes
comedian.
can have
Comedian Joey
kids
Diaz.
until
He's
the
old
day
as
they.
fuck, and he's fucking mad. He
Listen,
got a young ass kid.
bro, you dudes can have kids until they're old men.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Yeah, women got the clock.
right.
They got.
Women go through menopause. Yeah, yeah, women go through a lot, dog. For real.
How much
Shout out.
Mountain Dew you drinking, man? Drink a
I ain't
lot of
drinking
Mountain
no
Dew these
Mountain
days.
Dew.
All right, you good then, bro.
No.
You good. They say Mountain Dew fucks your shit up.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I've had times where I was drinking nothing but water, trying to like be clean and lose weight, and fucking, it's still like, yeah, no,
Yes.
that's
Still ain't make the connection.
yeah, no, that
Got them
Mountain
weak
Dew
ass
ain't it.
swimmers.
Facts.
They're probably overweight.
Oh, bro, go fuck yourself. That was good. That was good. That was good. He waited for the right time for that. Did you see that?
I set you up, man. Had to set
All
it
right,
up.
I'm done. What else you want to talk about?
Nah, so what was it? So like, was it like a big? I mean, you kind of said it was kind of culture shock, but did you find like it easy to get along with people in Baldwin though?
Yeah, well, I moved so much already, like, and switched school districts so many times that
Yeah, you was used to
by
making
that
new
point,
friends.
yeah, and I knew how to like blend in with who you know what I mean, where I needed to blend in, and it's weird. You end up kind of being who people want you to be really easily. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
you don't want to be the fucking new kid weird sitting by himself the whole time.
right.
You know, but
Yeah,
I
that was me.
I got lucky
He
enough
said,
to
yeah.
yeah. No, but you was down there for a minute though. You weren't the new kid.
No. I was just the kid that sat by himself.
He's just a
You
weirdo
had friends.
kid.
You had friends though, bro. You had friends.
I did it. My friends robbed me, bro.
Yeah, like later on.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I
learned
was your
not to
friend,
trust
bro.
anybody.
I was your
but
friend. I never
before,
robbed you. I lied. I robbed you. I
Yeah,
took
you
your G-
fucking robbed me.
I took his G in the city. I took his G in the
Stump
city.
101.
yeah, I mean, I don't know though. I was like moving to Baldwin. The culture shock was honestly meeting the actually rich kids, like, because I had never witnessed like parents just be so free with money. Because
Right.
everyone that I always knew, like, money was an issue to their family.
Right.
So I mean, like, I met some people, obviously. We all meet rich people, and rich kids, but not on a daily basis. I'm in school with them, I'm right next to them. And you know what I mean? Like, and then they're having parties with
Right. You
kids
go to
and
those
shit.
Right.
big
And
ass
it's like,
houses and shit.
yeah, and then
Like, what
like
the
you go to
fuck?
I remember I went to someone's house. I don't want to say his name and put him out there, but he was a senior when I was a freshman. And I remember going to his house. They had this huge deck and this big, nice patio and
Right.
hot tub, huge. And I was just like you guys like live
It's like
like this is
it's
just
like something on
normal.
TV. It's like some shit like
Yeah.
if you've never seen
Yeah,
it before,
yeah,
it's like some TV shit. You're like, this ain't real. This is
yeah.
like
And
this is a
sometimes, and
movie
then like
set.
some of those rich people, their houses, they have people come clean. You go to their houses and you're like, how is your house always so clean? Do
Where
you
Right.
guys actually
I
live
still don't
here?
understand how people have
Like,
clean houses.
my house gets cleaned for a day and it's over. It's
Yeah,
over.
same. I mean, I got 2 kids
Laundry,
running around.
like me
There's no
too.
keeping it clean, man.
So I mean, I got 2 stepsons running around, and yeah, no, and that's what I mean. So you'd go over there, and there'd be like 4 brothers, all like between like 8th and 12th grade, and like just this big ass house, and it's spotless, and like they
Right.
got kegs and fucking shot, and they're doing all these drinking games, and the most I ever drank was like 40s. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like maybe 6 packs and shit like that, like Mickey's hand grenades and like cheap malt liquor. Like I never saw anyone beer bong Bud Light until I moved out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
it's just
Yeah,
shit was just
I remember like my first time I ever drank, I found like a bottle of vodka under my dad's bed and I drank that shit and that was the worst. But that's why I don't drink liquor no more really. I think it
yeah. I
ruined it
don't.
for me. I just drink beer cuz I've
Yeah.
never had like a super bad experience drinking beer.
My first,
All my
my
bad
first
experiences
drinking
were
experience was a bottle of vodka too, and it was with some crackheads.
hell yeah.
And they was laughing at me fucking drink. They're like, "Oh, go ahead, chuck that
You know
shit."
what? People say that stuff. I can honestly, I don't remember my first time drinking. I don't remember my first time smoking weed. I don't remember.
I remember all
I
that.
remember like I remember I used to when I was like 13, I was started to actually drink like at parties and like would drink the MD 2020 Orange Jubilee.
Right.
Yeah,
I would fuck them up and St. Ides 40s and shit. And
Yeah, I
but
was always a St. Ides guy. I don't know why. I just like St. Ides. Everyone else was like Old English or whatever, you
Old
know what I mean?
yeah,
English. Yeah,
Or Budweiser
hurricanes.
40s. I drank a
Hurricanes.
couple
Yeah,
Budweiser 40s
Budweiser
are so
40s.
pointless, bro.
I
They're
used to
so
I used to drink them,
pointless.
man. When I used to did you know I don't even know if this is his real name. I don't even know if I should say it. Whatever. Did you know Jimmy P?
Jimmy P. They
He's
call
from
him.
older.
Brentwood.
He was I mean, I don't know if he was from Brentwood. I think he was from Carrick, to be honest. But he used to be in Brentwood
Just hung
heavy.
out in Brentwood
Did
Park.
he,
He was
did he
heavy.
rap?
Yeah,
Did he rap?
uh I think
I
so.
think
I
so.
think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was older than us. He was probably like
Did he die or something?
I don't
Oh
know.
shit, did he?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
No, I was gonna say he's still around, ain't he?
Yeah.
No, yeah. But I used to kick it with him. I used to skip school and chill with him because he was older and shit.
Oh,
And
okay,
and he
yeah.
used to go in we used to go like right next to the old Ozzy's, that
Uh-huh.
bar right there. And he used to grab us 40s, then we'd go down the hill and there was like a crackhead that we used to kick it
You
at
would
this
get him
crackhead's
from
house and shit.
you're talking about characters right up by like at the top of Maytide kinda.
Yeah, it's closer to the old Ozzy's though. It's like right next door to the old Ozzy's. With like the
Oh,
glass
oh,
block windows
oh,
and shit.
yeah. What it was called Mooney's for
Yeah.
one
I think
point
that
in
was it.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, we used
yeah.
to
I
pick up 40s
remember.
there and shit. And yeah, they were like
Yeah,
a
we
buck
used to get him
75
there
back then.
too.
It was like $1.75 back then. Fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
that's bro. That's the thing. Like I was hanging out with these dudes over the summer. And they're like a little bit younger than me, and they were like, they're all from the city, and they're all doing all this. Like, I'm like, y'all don't understand. They're like, whenever I was in high school, like, just graduating, like you guys are, because there was like friends of my family and shit. The graduation party, we didn't know about all this shit. Like, y'all got social media, y'all know, like, there is
Right.
no like, what I mean? There's people who live out in the middle of the sticks who know about like gangster shit and rap. They know about
Right.
Pittsburgh,
Right.
like lingo and words and certain
Right,
Like they
right.
live there.
like they know about like homies and they know about like Neffs and Ike and they live in fucking like Meadville. You know what I
Ripley
mean?
Rock,
Like
yeah. Some shit, right. Yeah, I've seen I remember the days whenever people used to just like tell you like, yo, there's a party going on over here. And
Hey.
you would just show up hoping that that's where the party, like you just trust whoever told you that there's a party going on, you just pull
bro,
up. You know
I
what I mean? Like
remember people
now people
passing
probably
out.
just mass messaging each other like banging ass party.
Yeah, why
Like, you know
would
what I
you
mean?
yeah, no, like we I remember people used to print like out or like fucking little invites and it was like an open invite, like
Right,
party at Sarah's house, you know what I mean?
right,
And like it would just get spread around. These days they just gotta send a text and boom.
right.
Right.
Ain't no
Yeah, it's
principal
wild.
gonna find that piece of paper, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I definitely remember pulling up to parties where people were just like, "Yo, I think I know about a party going on over here." I'm like, "All right, well, let's go." I didn't even know the people that we were going to. Like, I didn't even know the house we're going to. I didn't even know who the fuck people were.
yeah.
It's like, all
I
right,
You didn't
let's
miss
know
when
go.
who
you
was
used
gonna
to
be
host the
there.
parties, bruh.
Yeah, you used to throw the
Me?
popping ass parties, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
I remember
I think
going
your
through
last
J Loop's floor. Too
I
many
remember-
people in that fucking room.
I
No,
remember when
wasn't
that
Jay- was that Jay Loops's or
no
was
that one was Jay Loops. That one I think that was your
So-
first one, right?
Yeah, and then the window one was the 4th
Was
of
someone
July
else's
one.
crib? Yeah, 4th of July.
bro.
That shit was
And
fucked.
Bill Mike, if you ever watch this, he's such an asshole for that. He forgot his SD card because he was there to shoot a music video. He left and that fight broke out. And bro, we would have been on World Star, bro.
Yeah,
The
we
cops
would have.
No, for
pulled
sure.
up, and they
Yeah.
were scared to get out the car.
Yeah, it was
so
deep.
many
Yeah.
motherfuckers in the street, like,
Yeah, it was deep as fuck.
Bro,
That was probably the
I had,
wildest
like-
shit. I got the fuck out of there quick as fuck though.
bro, that was some Project X type shit, bro.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
I dipped
To
though.
get
I was
out of there
bro.
with only a broken window, like an old pane window, cost me like $20 to go fix that for them. I fixed it for
Hell
them.
yeah.
I made,
Shit.
bro. I made like fucking. I forget what I made. I mean, I didn't do it shoddy. I fixed the window for him legit. You know, it was
Yeah.
just an old window. But I think I made like 1,500 off that party.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
I would charge. So what I would do is 5 for guys, girls get in free. If anybody wanted a cup for the keg, they had to pay 5, guy or
Right.
girl. But you were allowed to BYOB. So a group of girls could bring their own bottle and not have to pay shit.
Right.
A group of guys could bring their own bottle and only have to each give me 5. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's how we made.
Right.
So that's how I would try to pay Jay Loops. You know what I mean? Shout to Jay Loops. He was a trooper, bro. Without him,
Yeah.
that shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, y'all definitely
And
had
then,
it
like-
popping. But I was weary
Yeah.
after that, man. After that one, I was like, yeah, I'm cool on them, man. I was on paper
That
and shit,
was-
man. I'm like, I
I
gotta
think
get the
everyone
fuck out of
was.
here, bro. Like,
So
I'm on
we only
paper, like,
had-
I can't get caught up in this shit.
I only did one more after that. Loops couldn't do it. And so we didn't have a DJ. It was in Southside, but it was like down by like 6th Street around
Okay.
there. And it didn't get nearly as big. It was kind of like a regular.
Just
Well, we
like
were
a little.
supposed to have MTV there. This girl who was on MTV at the time doing like My Real Life, and I forget what she was addicted to, but she was supposed to come through this party. So we advertised it as such. And then this bitch says, "Oh, I don't want to come."
Oh,
man.
shit.
It's like,
Yeah, that's
oh yeah,
shitty
they're
as
coming
fuck.
with me. We're going out. We're going out to eat. They're gonna film me eating dinner and talking to my mom. Like, what?
That's so dumb.
I just advertised this shit. Like, I was gonna pay her. Like,
That's funny
but
as
yeah,
shit.
bro. I mean, it was always just trying to find a way to get my name out there and make
Right.
money. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted I wanted name recognition. You know,
Right.
like, because that's how I knew. Like with Bilderberg, that's what we did. Like, I think I was the first person to like buy merch for Bilderberg, but eventually, obviously, we all came up with designs and pitched in and all that. But I was huge on merchandising it. Like we got the stick. I made sure I got hundreds of stickers printed. Just anything we could do. Then Prom, I think, ended up getting like some lighters or pens or something. All but just like everything you could do to get that out there. And then like
Right.
eventually people would start sending me shit like, yo, there's like 3 dudes on motorcycles and they're all wearing Bilderberg hoodies, or like there's a Bilderberg sticker in the middle of the IVP like fucking sign someone stuck there. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I obviously was always friends with all them graffiti dudes, like, yeah, I mean FTC, ES, and all those cats. And so like my homies, when they would go right, they would go throw up stickers for me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Hell yeah.
yeah, it was all, I don't know, man. It was all just, I didn't ever want to just be a rapper. I wanted to be like immersed in like street culture of it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Yeah.
where'd
So
you-
what's up, man?
Why'd
What's
you
the
lose
plan
that?
now? Hey, what's up? What's the plan now?
what do you mean?
You
Like, you
still have
had-
that drive?
Yeah,
Because
so
I'm
yeah,
old and bitter. I'm old and bitter.
yeah.
I am. I am.
You can still do something for the culture, you know?
You know
Listen,
enough.
I'm
You
a
know enough
cat.
young dudes. You know enough young dudes
I
that
can't.
you could still do it, man.
Listen, Lord Jamar said I'm not allowed to rearrange the furniture. All right, bro. Like,
I mean, you can get it, bro.
no. I mean, obviously, I'm still gonna make music, bro. I just lately, it's just nothing's been, dude. I haven't even been listening to like music that I like. Like, I've been listening to the same old shit recently, like listening to like old Kanye and shit. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? For a while, I was into Griselda and like Conway and Benny the Butcher and shit. But I mean, unless it's rap like that, where it's like just that authentic grimy shit, where it's still
Right.
got like lyrical. It's like I can't even get into it anymore. You know what I mean? And
See, I'm the
but I don't want
opposite.
to make music like that all the time. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I kind of just like something that I can just kind of jam to and put it on in the background, like, you know what I mean? Like that's why I think I fuck with like quote unquote mumble rap and those more obscure
listen,
types of rap, because I'm not really like listening, like, oh, trying to dissect like what they're trying to mean, or like I'm too old for that shit, man. I don't give a fuck what you mean.
every
I just want
time
some
I
fucking
do
shit to listen to. That's all.
That's bro. That's listen. Every time I do drugs, that's the type of shit I listen to. Is like that shit. Like there's this dude on SoundCloud named Joey whatever. He's not even that poppin' or known, and he's got like the they're the dumbest fucking songs, bro. Like they're literally like lyrically wise, but they're catchy as fuck. And when
Right.
I'm fucked up, that shit's like it's perfect. I don't want to
Yeah.
listen to fucking
It's a
you
vibe,
rapping
man.
about the government or nothing. You know what I mean? Like
There's a time and a place for every type of music out there, in my
exactly.
opinion.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
The other day, I got super high and fucking listened to like Jedi mind tricks and shit. But
Yeah,
that's like a
that
that's
depends
like a
on your
rare
vibe.
occasion for. But that's like a rare occasion for me. Like I don't normally do that kind of shit. I don't,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, but
it's
it's
funny
all
you
about
say that.
your vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I just started listening to Jedi Mind Tricks again, like the other day on my Spotify rotation, and Dead Prez. I've been bumping a lot of Dead Prez recently too.
we acknowledge that Anthony's fucking phone's trash. It's so distracting.
I know. I'm
It's so
sorry.
fun. No, it's
So
cool,
when
bro.
you drop it, it's just gonna be blinking the whole time.
I know.
No, you know what we should do is really put up some like take some extra shots of me.
Yeah, and just put like
Yeah.
a static
A still
picture of you.
photo.
Right.
Just make it
Yeah.
like an awkward like thinking face and like
Right.
try to like
Right.
that'll be the still shot,
That's funny as
like you're
shit, man.
listening.
That's so funny, man. Yeah, I got a fucking
I
piss right
can
now.
hold a technical difficulties sign.
All right.
Like,
Here,
throw that up.
you guys talk. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, but
Well,
when
you're
you're
fucking
All right,
leaving,
I gotta piss,
when
dude. I'm
you're
literally about to piss myself right now.
bro. Hold it. We're like almost
fucking-
done.
Nah, just fucking you guys talk.
Why are you trying to fucking leave the whole fucking podcast?
What do you mean?
You've
It's
been
been an
wiggling
hour.
over there.
It's
fucking
because I gotta
wiggling
piss. I'm like
around,
trying to hold it in, you know what I
doing the
mean? But I don't
potty
want to
dance.
cut off the.
go piss.
Yeah, I don't want to cut the podcast. You
No.
fucks.
The
Go
fuck
piss.
out of
Talk,
here.
talk amongst yourself. Keep the
As
audience.
I at
entertained.
least can see Anthony right now. It's gonna go away in a minute. Like
Yeah. It's okay. So you haven't been listening to any new music?
I mean, here and there, not really though, man. I just it's almost, bro. It's like shit's just not moving me, man. It's not bringing nothing out of me.
Yeah. I've been
Like I
listening
like
to these trap producers from Germany.
oh,
They don't
yeah?
even have lyrics on their shit. It's just some producers flexing their fucking production skills. It's
Send
just
me their link.
it's stupid. I mean, it's
Is
big.
it
They're big fucking
well
songs.
when you say trap, is it like EDM trap or like trap like
Uh,
rap?
more like trap, like rap, but like you keep in mind they're filling the spot where a rapper would be with some sort of lead instrument. So you usually a real heavy bass.
Okay.
I'm into bass music.
Yeah.
Like I spent the last 2 weeks on a single song, and it's 1 minute and 30 seconds long, and I'm like not even halfway done.
Damn, that's crazy. Fuck. I mean, but I get it though, man. Sometimes that's what it takes. Crumb was telling me the other day on his last album, he has like one song that has like 60 fucking takes or something, like just some outrageous, like way more than he would ever need. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he would go back and change it, like you know what I mean, change how he said this, and then or go back and tweak something else, and then bounce it again, and you know what I mean. So that makes
I got a
sense.
I got a lot of placements on his upcoming shit. I'm
Yeah,
proud of.
word. I didn't even realize. I mean, he said he was working on an album, but I he's gonna drop something pretty soon here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean he said around. I mean around now, but we'll see.
How many songs you got on it?
Off the top of my head, at least 5.
Or
Yeah, I think I remember him
Yeah,
saying something like that around that number 5.
yeah, and then
yeah,
Plex just dropped his shit. I had like
I know. I haven't got a
12.
chance to peep it yet. I haven't got a chance to peep it yet.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Flex is
like
dope. Flex is a dope rapper, bro.
he's a hard worker.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, he
you
grinds.
can't. No one can take away his hustle, but
Yeah, he's definitely
you
got a
know,
grind to him.
I feel like Flex is just he's like another dude, man, who just never got like enough shine that he deserves. We all know so many dudes like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
because he was doing it too, bro. He was on tour and shit. He was
Right.
like riff raff and all that. And, I
Yeah.
mean, not that he's not still doing it, but you know, I believe that Flex was and still could fucking blow for real. He has
Yeah.
the image and the music.
It's just all
Right?
about
His,
I
marketing,
mean,
really. It's all about like finding a way to properly market yourself. I think he did himself a disservice when he got who was it that posted him and called him like a cowboy rapper or some shit.
oh, high res.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
did himself a
video.
disservice for that, man. That was a he fucked
Well,
himself, I think, on that, man. I think it
I
was a
mean,
bad
it
choice
was it was a super creative video, and like, and I get like why he did it, and it definitely like generated his page a lot of traffic,
for sure.
and probably got him some fans. But I definitely feel you because that song wasn't a good representation of his music. Like his music's a
Right.
lot
yeah.
better than that song. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
I
Yeah.
agree.
that song's good, but his music's a lot better.
Yeah, I think anyone that followed him, like they might be expecting, like, oh, cowboy rapper, like that's what I'm looking for. And
Right?
then
Yeah.
they listen to the rest of his music, like, oh, that's not exactly what I
They
thought you
think they're
were.
gonna be listening to Upchurch, and here comes Flex spitting bars.
Right. Yeah. So it's yeah, it's I think he I don't know if he obviously didn't plan to fuck himself out. Like and I mean he
Right.
didn't.
Right. I
It's
mean,
not like he told High Res what to write either. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's kind of on High Res, to be honest. You know
I
what I mean? But
mean, hey, I don't know. Like, I tried something like that. Like, I didn't use another rapper's page, but I got this page that they share like all kinds of like memes and videos, and they always get big views. I had them do a watch party, and Facebook views don't count for shit, but it was like 80 or 100,000 views on there, and there was like 50 comments or 100 comments, and like 99% of them were positive. There was like one or two negative comments. The dude didn't tag my page.
oh
uh,
shit,
So
that's fucked.
fucking yeah. So like even all these dudes who said I like this is dope. They are, you know what I mean, they
they
didn't know
don't
how
even
to.
know where to
Yeah.
they don't know where to go from there. Right.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
that point then I'm just, and by that point you already lost them. There's nothing
Right.
to
Look,
click, they're gone. They're on to the next one,
next time you're about to drop something, talk to Miles.
Yeah, I know Miles got
Yeah.
like all kinds of shit figured out. He's a beast.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
killing it
I
right
mean,
now.
he pretty much does what I do, only as an artist.
Yeah,
I'm over
Right,
here
better.
yeah.
selling beats. He's pushing his
Mate,
Spotify
yeah.
shit. So
But what's crazy is Miles lives like literally like
Yeah, he's
on the
right up
other
the
across
street
the
side.
from me.
street.
Yeah, he's like up the
Yeah,
street
like
from you, bro.
right around the corner. I think like the backs of our fucking houses might even touch. Like he lives really close.
Are you on the riverside or are you on the other side?
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get you now. Yeah. Are you on the
All right,
riverside
my
or are
bad.
you on the or are
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
like
I'm on the riverside.
yeah, he's on the slope side. He's on the other side of Corson.
Well, I think was he on the riverside before at one point?
I don't know. The
Or
only his most recent place is like over by like Mike and Tony's, basically.
yeah, but I thought he was he was right there like on 15th or 16th, but he was on the riverside, and then I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Barry could have moved.
Yeah,
Like I said, bro.
he's up from what's it called, like Mike and Tony's now.
Yeah, I see him like on like we talk here and there online, and it's like I'll see him walking around. Like we live in literally the same block in the
Right.
same neighborhood, pretty much, but we never link on music. I don't know. We just never did.
Hop in the studio
Yeah.
with him, man. He's recording motherfuckers now and shit, engineering and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I should. I'll hit him up because he dropped one song that I liked. It was like I've been feeling way too out of touch or something like that. How's it go? Yeah,
Not
I
sure.
don't know the
I,
song.
I don't got his
It
shit
was a single
memorized.
he put out like 3 months ago. I don't know. It was a dope song though.
His
Like,
new
cause
project's pretty good, man. Honestly, man.
yeah,
It's a good project, man.
he's
I'm glad
different
he
now.
raps different now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, cause
He's
like
glad he raps. He's glad he
Yeah.
raps different now. Like we had him on he was our first
facts.
guest on the podcast, and yeah, he was even saying he's like I don't even like to talk about my like old shit, man.
Yeah.
He's like I'm still like embarrassed of it.
No, yeah. Nobody
still-
does. No,
I still have some songs from you in my hard drive.
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet.
Ant's
Dude,
sitting on
like
everything, bro. He's got clips, bro. When I had my camera and shit, man, and I was running around with my camera, he's got video clips of me like just at random like Lisa's parties and shit, just like being drunk, trying to talk to people. Like there's all kinds of bullshit,
wow.
man. We got so much
I forgot
shit, man.
that was like a little era in our lives right there. Like going to
Yeah.
those parties and remember because especially a lot of people don't know this, even like Bilderberg fans, before Bilderberg dropped uh the first album, Speakeasy, we put out a mixtape that this dude, Nicky Bricks, who is from Rochester, who grew up with like Benzer up there, he like did a lot of like the cuts and shit. And if you remember, Ant, I would come to your crib to record my verses and email them to Nicky
Yep.
Bricks. And I remember that shit, bro. So like I remember I was recording at your crib fucking what year was that, bro? That had to be like 2012, 2013, like
Yeah.
and you had already been recording in your crib at that point for years.
Right.
I say I was
Yeah.
in prison. That's where I was.
Well,
Chilling.
That's
don't
all
I saw
That's all I've ever done is music. Like I have
Yeah.
no life
know.
experiences other than music.
Yeah, but you do very well. Yo, remember I dropped a video that was literally we shot the whole thing in your studio. The Outsider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember that.
Remember?
Who? I'm trying to
Your
think who shot
pug's
that.
in it, bro. Your dog's in it.
Oh, when she was a baby.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
another one now. He's got another
She's so
pug now.
fat now. Yeah.
He's got 2 pugs now.
I got a Chiweenie.
That's a weenie. That
Nice.
sucks.
Yeah, that thing's
I
gonna
hate
get
little dogs,
aggressive.
man. I hate
She's
little
actually
dogs.
she's chill.
You want another
Good.
dog? I'll give you my dog.
Yeah. I had a beautiful fucking pit, but my place is too small, and so I moved. I can't have it, and it kind of got dropped on me. Like I didn't buy it or go find it. Someone just brought it to my house.
Right.
So we took care of it for a couple weeks, and I found it a new home. I wanted to keep it so bad, but not down here, dude. It's I don't have a yard. You know what I mean?
Right. You'd have to
Right.
walk it constantly. It might be good for you. You should have probably kept it.
Oh fuck, that's you're setting them up good. I'll give you that.
I just caught that one. I didn't set it up. I just caught it. That's all.
So what else you want to ask me? You got
I don't
what
know,
else?
man.
What's
What's
Yeah.
future tracks look like, man?
what's what?
What's future tracks look like? What's your plan, man? You copping a house? You doing a family thing and
Jesus
just chilling,
Christ.
Having babies.
having 100 kids?
Yeah, I mean, I'm engaged. I'm definitely getting married and want to cop a house. But
You guys got a date yet?
no, we're looking well with COVID shit, it's just you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
We're
it's a
looking
bitch,
at
right?
spring 22, but that's like tentative. Like we're just saying that. We haven't even locked that down yet because like I don't want to like you never know, bro. There's surges all the fucking time and all this
Right.
lockdown shit. It
They'll
happened to my
open it,
cousin.
close it again.
He lost a bunch of money on a wedding and then like rescheduled it, put more deposits, and then they went back into restriction and he lost money again. And he was like, yeah,
That's
we're
so
just not getting
fucking.
married.
That's so fucked up, man. They shouldn't. That should be illegal to like keep your money for that shit.
Right.
It's like
I
it's not my
mean-
fault. I didn't. It's not like I canceled. Like it's not like I want to do
Yeah,
it. Like let's do
yeah,
it. You got my money.
yeah.
Let's do it. If you don't want to give me my money back, we're doing it at your place. Like period.
And I'm sure a lot of those people are trying to work with people, but at some point too, they got to cover losses, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, they also got a lot of people that got canceled. So like then trying to squeeze in another. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
it's-
man. So I don't know. I'm doing that, and then I'm definitely gonna make more music. It's just what do I want to write about? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to make. I don't like my last album was a lot of street shit. Um, I got a lot of that out of me. I don't know if I've never really liked to stick to one style. Like over the years, my shit's changed a lot. So like I don't know what the next sound's gonna be like. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm
right.
gonna stay on the same tip or switch it up. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know, man. I'm still writing it and shit, looking for right beats. And knows I be on BeatStars, still checking shit out and listening to his beats 30 times in a row. I'll write whole songs. I'll just scrap them because they're not up to par.
You just don't like them, right?
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
put them out anyway,
I
man.
can just tell like when I do the hook to myself, like it's either like it's cheesy or I just know people ain't gonna fuck with it. Like
I mean, the only way
I
to
think
know
about like
is to
when
put it
I
out there.
like it. Yeah, but if I don't even like it enough, then how can I, put it out there? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta love my shit before I let you hear it.
Yeah.
You gotta be confident.
Yeah,
I know you wanted to start a podcast at some point. Do you plan on doing that at all?
I've talked about it with a few people. I do want to do it still, but I need someone to basically be smarter than me and run all the be my Jamie, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I
Like,
can help you.
I
I can help you set it up. I mean, I couldn't be your Jamie by any means, but I can help you like get set up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, so you guys know a dude named James Winter?
I don't think so. No.
no.
He's on a podcast and he actually wanted me to jump on that. And I was like, well, I got some equipment and maybe I could just like jump on with his and get the ball rolling there. You know what I mean? And then
What's his podcast
I
called?
I feel terrible. I can't even remember right now off the top of my head.
Make sure you link it to us,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah, yeah,
will.
yeah. As soon as you remember it, because I'd like to check him out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I definitely want to do it, but again, it's the right time. Like I went out and got a bunch of shit. I got a like a snow globe mic and I had like camera, but then I got this camera that was supposed to be for podcasting, but it wasn't. It reminded me of like those makeup like mirrors that girls get with the lights that go around
Right,
them.
right.
And if it was like just if it was a camera just solely on me, it would work. But I want to do shit where like
You need like multiple
I don't
cameras, basically.
right, you know what I mean? Like I want it to look pretty official. You know, I don't want it to be. And I
I'm a,
get it that it
so
doesn't
you
have to be at first.
you really just want to walk into a place and just start talking, right?
yeah, you don't
Right, and but I'm willing, but I'm willing to get the right equipment and learn.
put
But
the money up, right?
I
Right.
Yeah,
also need somebody who kind of knows already what they're doing. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
got you, bro.
yeah, yeah. I think what we talked about was having a studio where people could just walk in and
Like
have their
essentially
podcast.
rent. Essentially, they could rent the space. Like they could rent,
Yeah,
kind of like how you get
for
like studio time, like how you buy
yeah,
studio
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like we
It's
want to set up
actually
like a studio where like anyone could come in. You could do your podcast there. You could do whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're into.
that's a really dope idea. Me and Tay almost opened up a studio. We actually looked at space.
Yeah.
We're real
yeah.
close to doing it. And
What made you stop?
but uh, I had some legal problems,
Where
so
happens?
I needed money for lawyers and shit like that, and I just couldn't focus on that. That's basically what my last year has been like
Yeah, just dealing with
dealing
that
with.
shit.
Yeah, so that slowed me down too. And of course, like the stress from that shit puts a strain on your creativity. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
it's an adjustment. You know what I mean? It's because what I was dealing with these dudes, man, these motherfuckers, they try to like seep in. I told you how they are. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like earlier, you know what I mean? Like with my mom. So I already knew how they were coming. Uh, so I just had to just I kind of shut the world out. And then COVID happened, and it was like, okay, well, the whole world has to shut out now.
Yeah,
You know
yeah, it
what I
was kind of
mean? Like,
ideal, honestly.
yeah.
Right, right.
So then I just chilled, and that was it.
Are
So I don't know.
are you an investor in his clothing company?
Ute?
Yeah,
So yeah. But we ended up just because I didn't give him like a ton of money. He just needed help with an order at one point,
okay,
and then I was gonna keep investing, and then he was basically like, "I don't want to take your money if I don't have to." You know what I mean?
right,
Like, because
Right.
that's his baby. He's building it. He
yeah,
doesn't want to sell pieces of it away.
right,
Right.
right,
So,
Makes sense.
you know, for what I gave him, it wasn't like I was gonna get a big chunk of it anyway. But yeah, I am. But we worked out a different kind of payment arrangement. Uh, so like basically, I can record at Tays right now whenever I want.
Right.
You know what I mean? For a
yeah,
certain amount of time. Like I couldn't go there every day, all day, but if I
yeah,
need to get something recorded, I can hit Tay up ASAP.
Word.
For the most part, as long as he's
Right.
around. But yeah, actually what I'm trying to do is me and my cousin are buying some t-shirt uh screen printing stuff and we want to get some embroidery stuff and I'm gonna be making like
See, bruh? I
say-
just telling you this?
Yeah, literally yesterday, man. He was just like, I don't know if I should get an embroidery thing or a screen printer.
both. Get both. They're not that expensive anymore, man. And
They're
like,
Right.
really
here's the
not.
thing. I like. There's all kinds of kitschy shit you can do. Like, I'm gonna make stoner shirts. I'm gonna make. My cousin knows all these people who are super into anime. Just make anime shirts, like all
Right.
that shit, bro, and slang that shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
motherfuckers are selling
Make some
anime
fake
shirts they
Supreme.
make themselves on TikTok for like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars and shit's crazy. So,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Run
I'm
with it.
definitely
I want
doing
to
that.
see that. I
Hell
want
yeah,
to see
man.
that.
I don't know if I'm gonna start like my own clothing brand or anything, but I'm definitely gonna have like
Like a little
my
hustle.
own designs. Yeah,
Kiss
yeah.
me, I'm Irish shirts and shit.
Yeah, like you remember people were coming out with them like the North Side shirts and the South
Right.
Side, and
Right.
instead of eating pork, it said eat a perk, and
Yeah.
Right. Right.
instead of the smiley cookie it was a third. Yeah, so shit like that. I mean, not
It's
obviously
actually kind
not
of
those
fire though.
designs.
That's actually kind of a fire ass
Yeah,
shirt though.
it's a fire shirt. I had one that my homie made. It was the penguin symbol, but instead of the penguin holding the hockey stick, he was holding the AK.
Oh, word.
That shit was tough. So shit like that, bro. Shit that like people will be like, yo, that's hard. I'll spend $20 on that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do that and then we'll see where that goes. We'll see where that leads. Maybe it'll start a brand, maybe it won't. You know what I mean? I
Right.
don't fucking
Yeah.
know. Try to
You
make
don't
some
know
money
unless you
off
try,
of it.
man. You ain't gonna catch a fish without throwing a hook out. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. We've been talking about doing it for like 6 months, so we looked into it.
just a matter of
I
getting all
know
this shit.
yeah, we just gotta order all the equipment. So but my cousin
Nice.
actually just he is going through some shit. His girlfriend passed away last week. So
Oh shit.
like
Oh fuck.
so right now it's like that kind of put a whole
Stop
break
the
on
things.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which
rough, man. I couldn't imagine.
yeah, shit was fucked up. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna get him to bounce back and then I'll get this shit popping with the t-shirts, man. And then the fucking the music, I don't know. Like I definitely have stuff written that I have kept to certain beats and stuff and I could go record songs, but I don't know. Just I got to be in the mood. I don't know. You
Yeah,
got to be in that creative mood. You don't
I
get
feel you.
like Matt. You don't make music. You know what I mean? So
I
like, but
understand creative block. I 100%
Yeah.
understand creative block.
yeah. But like, when you're making, I mean, you're creating. You got to be in the mood to create.
No, I get it.
Like
I get it.
so.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah.
I force myself to make music every day.
Yeah, I'm a product of
it's like-
procrastination, to be honest with you.
See, but when I force myself to do this is when I write the shit that I absolutely hate. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's
you
like,
just gotta do it enough days in a row, and
Yeah,
you'll
you just
stop
almost gotta
fucking care.
push through
You'll
that.
You'll go back on the first day, be like, all right, that was kind of hard. Like,
I mean, I guess you're right. I've done that before too. So I don't know. We'll see. I just gotta quit being such a fucking critic.
I mean, what do
yes, you gotta
you
stop
do? You
judging
write?
yourself.
Do you write in your notes or you write on physical paper? Like you write on notes on your phone or you like a pen and pad?
Notes in my phone. I mean, obviously, when I was younger, it was physical paper, but I write on my phone.
I was gonna say just when you write them, don't delete them. Just leave them there and just go to another note. You know what I mean? And then forever later, you could just fucking what I mean? Check it out.
I do that sometimes. Like when it's like something that's like I think is halfway decent, but I got like stuck on the rhyme scheme, or maybe I don't know where I want to go from there. Or I've been working on a song for 2 hours and I got, a verse and a hook done. I'm like, all right, I don't know how the next verse is gonna go, and I'll just jump to something else. So I do stuff like that too. But it's like lately it's just been shit that like I just know I'm not gonna go back and keep. I read it
Yeah.
and cringe, and I'm like, why did I write that? Like,
Right. Hell yeah.
so
Some Dr. Seuss ass rhymes and shit.
yeah, no, not Dr. Seuss. He's canceled. We can't.
He's not
Oh,
canceled,
shit.
man.
He's not canceled. Just those
Look
few
at you,
books.
you
Oh, yeah, that's right,
QAnon
just 6
fucking
books.
believer.
That's like just 6 books.
What
Which I
what's
understand why
your
they canceled.
what's
fuck
your
yeah.
opinion on cancel culture right now? How do you feel about it?
I don't agree with it. I think that there's certain things that if a public person, a famous person does, that they should be canceled over. But I think that those are like very, very heinous things. Like you have to do something like fucked up. You know what I mean? Like if you like it, like whether it's like the Weinstein thing, you know what I mean, or like
Right.
rape or anything like that, or like then yeah. But as far as like somebody said like what's his name, Kevin Spacey, he was on House of Cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got canceled because somebody said that in the 80s he was at someone's apartment and pushed them on a bed and try and kiss them, and they felt uncomfortable, and at the time they were 17, but admitted to lying and saying they were 21 at the party. So they're like, oh,
Didn't multiple accusers of his like kill themselves?
I don't know anything about it. That they did. That's the thing. And then maybe he is, bro. That's the thing.
Right.
Maybe he is a piece of shit that needs canceled, bro.
I
I don't.
think
That's the thing. But it's so. Here's the thing, though, bro. It's so easy to just say something. It's too easy to
Yeah.
happen. I think. Like if it's real and it's valid, then sure. And I think that if a woman says something like that, especially, we should validate that and not like immediately invalid. But we shouldn't also just burn this person at the stake based off an allegation.
Right.
right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's very similar to like how we were just talking like earlier when we were talking about Alex Jones. Like I think it's a similar situation is I think when you try to cancel everything, it takes away from the things that really need to be canceled. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if you turn
yeah,
everything into a
yeah, yeah.
conspiracy, it makes the real conspiracies seem like they're easy to push away.
Right,
You know what I mean? So
100%.
like I
It's
think
the
it's a
same.
slippery slope where you start canceling
Yeah,
like who was it that got canceled recently for because they were difficult to work with or something ridiculous like that. Like they, you know what I mean? It's
I
like
don't
because he
know.
was mean. Like you just
They
cancel them because they're
tried.
mean to you. Like you
They
can't
tried
cancel
to
people for that.
cancel. They tried to cancel Joe Rogan because did you guys see this a couple of months ago?
I
The
don't
guy
know. They
What
said
he
always try
said
to
he
cancel.
no, he didn't. It wasn't even anything he said. Joey Diaz said that he used to get his dick sucked to
yeah.
let girls on stage, and Joe Rogan laughed at it, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, he's laughing at sexual assault." Like,
But do you know
you
why
realize
Joey
they're
Diaz didn't get canceled?
comedians, right? Like, what?
Here's my theory. Do you know why Joey Diaz didn't get canceled for that?
Because he's
Because
Joey
that's who
Diaz,
he is. He's real about like that's like
right?
Yeah,
people
he
know what to
admitted
expect from like I think the problem with a lot of these people that get canceled, they try to put themselves above everything. Like I'm this great, outstanding person, and as
You
soon as a
know,
little bit of dirt comes out about them, then people are like, "Oh no, like what the fuck?" You know what I mean?
for as much as people preach about individualism and finding their truth and all that shit these days, it really seems like the people who are true characters, they get out real fast. Like,
Right.
there is it's I'm definitely left leaning. I'm definitely a Democrat, but however, I'm not going to sit here and talk like the left doesn't do anything wrong. And
Right.
what I've seen that's fucked up, especially on my side of things, is I've seen people who I grew up knowing, and I'm 30 years old now. They're the same age. They were always into counterculture. They were always against the system. The system. The same people who were just you can't go out to a bar. You can't
Right.
like blindly following all these mandates and stuff. And now it's like the fucking weirdo, like conservative, like crazy. They're the underground people. There's Tom
Right.
McDonald now, bro. Like
Right.
that's and it's weird. Like the underground is even taking a shift because everything's
Yeah.
the whole
The whole
world's
the whole
upside
thing's flipped.
down.
Yeah. 100%. That's why I stay pretty. I'm pretty central, man. Like when it comes to politics, I agree with. I got things that I agree with on both sides, man. But yeah, I'm very aware of both sides, but having like I think the extremes of either side is horrible. Like extremes of anything. Like if you have two extremes, they're
Yeah.
always going to be the worst. You know what I mean? Like
I think you personally, and I know people who would disagree, but I think you need a healthy mix of capitalism and socialism.
yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I can agree with that.
You have to
Yeah.
you have to make sure that people can still earn based on their merit, but you have to make it fucking fair. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you have to make sure that nobody is actually falling into like the type of poverty that we see. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean
Like,
it is ridiculous the amount of poverty there is in our country. Like for the amount of money
yeah,
that
bro.
that there is. You know
I
what I mean?
mean,
Like
like I grew up and had it rough, but there was kids down the street who had it rougher, way rougher. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Right.
like,
Right.
so, and I've, we all seen some shit. And then you got to think like that's just what we seen. Like, what about what goes on in like huge cities like L.A. and New York and
Right.
shit?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
Right.
Pittsburgh, like, relatively is small. It's a small city.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Like, there's like 5 Pittsburghs inside of Philadelphia.
Right. I mean, bro, even in the whole metropolitan area of Pittsburgh, the population's like 2 million people. The
Right.
metropolitan area of New York's like 22 million people. You
Right.
know, like
Right.
Yeah, we're a small
Right.
city.
it's not even fast. It's not even close. Like, so that's but that's what I'm saying, man. So there has to be some sort of balance. Um, I'm happy that the Democrats got the Senate even and kept the majority in the House. But at the same time, by the way that they've been acting lately, especially with this COVID legislation, they're all barking no bite, and that's the typical because the DNC is corrupt and pushes these fucking like Joe Biden looks like he's about to die.
Right.
Like
He's just a
you know what I
puppet, man.
mean? Like,
He's a puppet.
yeah, and they all are, but
Right.
to certain extents, like that dude is obviously like I I think someone's controlling him. He's a robot. Like
Yeah.
I saw a video of him the other day, and it looked like a deep fake.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
listen,
like it
dude,
didn't even fucking look real. I was like, yo, that
that's
is a deep fake video.
and here's the thing. If we could make decent deep fake videos, the government can make ones that look
Right.
real
Right.
as fuck.
Right.
As real as this right now. So
Yeah.
This actually
definitely,
is a
but
deep fake, guys.
even ones where it's real, it's just I feel in a way I kind of feel bad for the guy. Like I feel like he's just not he
I think
didn't
he
want
has
to I don't know.
dementia.
Yeah, I think he's in the early stages of Alzheimer's,
Seriously.
man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's like getting there.
You know that they came out later and said that Ronald Reagan during the end of his presidency was in the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. That's scary, bro. He has the nuclear
Right.
football. Like
Right.
Yeah. He
for
could just wake up
real.
one day and be like, "Oh, what's this button do again?"
Bro, what if he nukes North Korea and forgets by lunch? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
He could probably forget. I mean,
I don't think
honestly,
it'll
people
ever
with
get
dementia,
there,
man,
but
he could forget. He could forget before it hits the ground.
well, he did it. He forgot about all them people coming up. There was that other caravan, and they were all. He said he was going to let them all in. They all came to the border. You see that, and they're on their hands and knees begging to get in. Biden promised to let them in, and they're fucking stuck there. He's leaving them stuck there. That's the thing, bro. Nothing changes. Nothing.
Right.
The rhetoric changes a little, but as far as actual like what matters, that shit doesn't change.
Yeah, I think it's a shame right now. I think social media is partly to blame, but I
Yeah.
think like
Well,
it's
listen.
crazy where like we're at right now as like a country. Like there's so much fucking divide like as a country, and it's like
100%.
it's pathetic. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
there's people that are like
There-
not talking to their family members anymore over like politics that don't
yeah,
even apply to their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That
it
they'll
doesn't even
never
affect their life at all.
Yeah, you got two dudes who are cousins who both make over $30 an hour, and they don't speak because they're arguing about a $15 hour minimum wage.
Right.
It does.
It's
That
like it
won't
doesn't even apply to you. Right.
Right.
What are you? You're mad because poor people aren't going to be poor anymore? Like,
I don't agree with $15. By the way, I'll put that out there. I
well,
don't
I
agree
think.
with the minimum wage.
Well, I don't even want to get into that debate, but because I don't. But listen, there was something that I wanted to bring up earlier that you said. There was a documentary, and it wasn't the social media one, but it was about Trump's election and he contacted this company called I think it was Oxford Analytica or something like that,
Okay.
and they claim to have 50 data points on every American. Okay,
Yeah.
and right now data is more expensive than oil. Like individual data on you as personal is more worth valued more than oil. So he was a genius on social media. He played those algorithms perfect because all you got to do is we all see our feed, shit we like,
Right.
politics we agree with, whatever. We like a video, we comment. You know what I mean? And he just knew if he kept saying crazy shit and, like what he said about Mexicans and China and all that shit, like he knew if he kept hitting it, people would keep seeing that. And then everyone's on their phone now. Everyone's on social media now, so that's all they see is
Right.
this shit. And oh look, they want to take your guns and they want to have
Yeah.
late term abortions and they want to they want to take God out of every, like, it's just, meanwhile,
Yeah.
it's like, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Well, it was a
Even if
lot
they
of those
do, they're not
fake
going to.
profiles were pushing those narratives. Like it was just a lot of the fake profiles would take those stories and then blast them out in like
Right.
Facebook groups and
Yeah,
shit.
and the conservatives are getting mad now because they're like, oh, fact checkers say that this is false and it isn't. It's like, no, dude, it is false. Like, and fact
Yeah.
checkers will check some liberal shit too that's not true. Like,
Right.
Right.
It's funny
I
because
mean,
like you'll see both sides. Like I'm friends with people that are either side. You know what I mean? Like, and like I'll
yeah,
see
me
like
too.
the same both sides bitching about the same problem. It's like you guys agree on something, so why don't we get along? Like you both
You
agree
know,
that you hate the fucking fact checker, so
you know what's crazy
let's find
though
common ground
is
here.
what I don't like is I used to not believe in any type of voting system, and I think when it comes to federal level, there is a lot of like votes don't matter as much, but local politics, dude, matter more than anything.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Um,
Right.
and that's what's going to truly affect your day-to-day life. Federal does too, but local really does, and that's where a change really starts. And what kills me is these dudes who will get online and they'll share all this, and they may go vote for the president. They're not voting in any local elections.
Yeah,
And
I've
on
never
top of
voted
that,
local. I mean, to be honest, I've
and
never voted
they're
local.
not even informed on the subject. And on top of that, a lot of times they don't even believe in the voting process to begin with, or they don't vote.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's like people who have informed decisions. I mean, as crazy as these motherfuckers are, I still support their right to vote. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Right.
but go change it with legislation. Like what these motherfuckers are doing, like that shit that happened at the Capitol, bro. That shit should never happen.
No. No.
And anyone who like Trump definitely
He
incited that.
provoked the shit out. Yeah, he provoked the
Yeah,
shit
bro,
out
he
of it.
stoked the flames. There's no question. Like, and I see people all day like being like, "Oh no, fuck it, no, the fuck he didn't."
Look, hold on. I knew getting Traxx on here, we were going to go political.
Oh yeah, Traxx.
By the end of
Listen, people don't give Traxx credit. You actually read shit. Like you actually do like research
Yeah.
just because you're interested in it. Like it's just an interest of
Yeah,
you. Like history stuff too.
yeah,
Like you're into. I know
Yeah.
you're into like
I
history
bet
and
you
shit.
you
Like
read all kinds of history.
all the time.
Yeah.
Especially military history, but a lot of stuff about the British Isles, Ireland, Europe, Western history, definitely. But I read about other stuff too, like some African history and stuff. But
I know the only video game you play is Assassin's Creed.
it really is. It's the only one I play. The only one I play. I'll play Madden. Like I'll get on a Madden kick for a month, and that'll be it. Like once a
right.
year. But
think my phone finally fucking kicked it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
what's up,
kick the
man?
camera. But yeah, man, I don't know. I've always been into that shit. I've always read about it. It's funny. My grandfather was a history teacher for 42 years,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
so
Did he like
kind of
his
runs
job?
in my family. Yeah, I
Huh?
mean, he's a super religious Catholic guy. Taught at a Catholic school his whole life, his whole career. He worked in public schools in the summers too to help out, but he's
Word.
real religious and
But he
stuff
liked
like
it.
that. So
But he liked his
yeah,
job.
yeah, he liked it.
I'm sorry. I'm just poking
Well,
at Anthony.
look, guys. We've been on for almost 2 hours now.
Yeah, it's
So
been
I
Really?
think
a
it's
minute.
time to wrap up. Yeah.
All right,
Oh, as soon as I start picking at Ant, he's like, "Yeah, let's wrap it up." I'm not gonna get in this argument.
he's like, yeah, let's just wrap it up now.
I'm fucking hot.
It has been like 2
Yeah,
hours though. So
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
facts.
you are I believe you're the record for the longest episode. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because I never shut the fuck up. That makes
nah, I
sense.
mean I could honestly
Look,
I
I
could sit
think
down
you
and
should
talk with
have a
you a lot.
podcast.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
think you should.
You really
maybe,
should.
maybe we'll see. I'll try to get one
We'll,
off the ground and let you guys know.
we'll
Listen, man.
provide the studio. Look,
If you need help with
co-
it, if you need honestly, if you need help, like just even if you like fuck our like if we set up a studio, but honestly, if you want to do it, man, like you want help setting some shit up, man, like legit. Well,
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you know for sure.
or if
One,
you don't even want to do it, send any people you wanted to interview our way.
yeah, for sure.
I got you.
If
Well,
you know
whenever I
anyone with a
move,
dope story,
I'm gonna do it when I move. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure I got a room and stuff, and I'm gonna, you know what I mean, get my own little setup, and then I'll probably get the podcast going and start writing and be able to like at least record rough drafts of myself again and shit like that. Get
hell
my
yeah,
creative juices flowing. I'll do it. But all right, yo.
I'm gonna hold you to it, man. You got any thing to plug? Like you want to like plug your socials or anything? Do you care?
Yeah, just go listen to Pressed. It was my last album. It's on every platform: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. Just type in TRAXX and Pressed, like PRESSED.
We'll link it in the.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll definitely link it in the description and shit.
Good
Yeah, man.
logo. All right. All right. Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'll see you motherfuckers later.
Yeah, hit me
bro.
up, man. We still like to talk some more.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
y'all.
definitely rap, man.
All right, yeah, I'll see y'all later.
All right, man.